Hello again, faithful followers, and welcome to Omega Rose Productions. Today we're looking at Forza Horizon, which within the last few days went free on the Xbox store for both Xbox 360 and Xbox One for people who are subscribed to Gold via Xbox's Games with Gold program. Just to give you a general overview of how this game feels like when you're playing it, to me it reminds me a lot of the Need for Speed games as opposed to the hardcore racing sims that the Forza series is typically known for. It's almost like saying this is the lighter side of the Forza series. The sign you just saw me smash there, that is in the upgrade shop. For every one of those you smash through, you get a percentage off of your credits needed to purchase your car upgrades, or well, yeah, just the car upgrades. There are 100 of them in total, and collecting them all lets you upgrade your cars for free, which is a godsend, because then you can hoard your credits for spending on unlocking new vehicles for you to ride. This game is a lot of fun to play. Just playing it on the Xbox One, I had some issues with the frame rate wanting to plunge. It just seemed to happen randomly. You know, and usually right in the middle of big races where I would be leading the race, and my screen would lock up, and next thing I know, I had crashed and was sitting in last after just a few seconds.
In 400 yards, turn right.
That's really the only drawback I had experienced while playing this. I mean, like I said, it's a very fun experience. And just to give you an idea, I'm going to run the US Muscle Mash here for you so you can get a feel for what it's like to actually play the game if you haven't already. And as you can see, I've already been doing some upgrade work on my cars, and I've actually passed the maximum requirements for some of the events. Because each car has its own individual performance index rating, and like for every 100 points, like say you have a Class C vehicle and it's rated 300, once it crosses over 400, it becomes a Class B performance vehicle, and so on up until you get to the R3, R2, and R1 prototype cars that feature at the forefront of the Forza main series gameplay. Here it's going to show you that I'm tasked with beating Ali Howard. What that does is that gives me bonus credits if I finish higher up in position than he does, as well as I get a bonus for finishing in first, as well as for the driving assist that I don't use, and the difficulty level, which grants me a 25% bonus increase in my credits at the end of every event. You're also going to see a stunt grade thing. In fact, you see it there. Every time you perform a stunt, you get performance rating points, or popularity points, I guess would be a better term for them. And as you accumulate these, you rank up on the popularity charts, and as you do so, you unlock special events where you can unlock new cars, and it's some of the more esoteric, I guess would be the term, racing events, because you do stuff like you're racing a plane, which on paper sounds crazy, of course, because a plane is much faster than a vehicle, even though planes have less maneuverability than automobiles. But at the end, if you clear the event, you get to keep the car you're driving in, and it becomes yours to upgrade and become part of your stable of faithful automobiles in order to compete in. Now, personally, I recommend when you're tuning your cars given that this is road racing and not circuit driving, that you favor handling over power and acceleration, because more often than not, it's the car that can maneuver in the corners the best that wins the race. And there you see I came in with a 3rd place finish. It was almost a 2nd place finish, but we're not going to argue that. And once it performs the upload of my time in Ghost to the Forza Motorsport servers, we'll be able to see how much in-game credits that scored me. Okay, so apparently we're not going to get to do that. But anyways, next.
I can tell you're enjoying yourself. Never lose sight of that.
You can see I picked up 7,500 credits, which is good. Not as good as winning, of course, but what can you do? There's a recap over the discount signs I was telling you about. Of course, the more you get, the larger that percentage of discount, up until you finally start getting your upgrades for free. And in fact, I'm sure if you really wanted to do it that way, you could actually go through the game and unlock those first and get
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
and use the credits to hoard towards only purchasing new vehicles. Me personally, I feel that the credits are in enough of an abundance that that's not really an issue.
400 yards. Turn
But of course, as you see me go out of the way to smash the signs, I'm not going to turn down something that's going to make the game easier in the long run.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
In fact, we're going to come up on another one of those signs here in just a moment. It's also worth mentioning that one of the challenges is there's a total of 9 different barns, I believe, each one housing their own hidden car. That's
Turn around.
a classic car in the auto to car collectors and the auto industry. I found 2 of them so far. One of them was a Plymouth Cuda with a Hemi engine, and the other was a BMW M1. So yeah, there's plenty to get excited about there if you are interested in the collectibles of the game. But I think that's gonna wrap this review up. We're gonna, yeah, this is.
Turn right.
Unfortunately, I don't consider racing games to have enough of an interesting backstory usually to really pursue a Let's Play style format. Because I'm big on story, and if the story isn't engaging enough for me to, apply myself to learning every single detail of it possible, I'm not going to Let's Play it because I don't feel like there's a reason to highlight it. But I just wanted to get you guys a sneak peek at this if you haven't already done so. I mean, by all means, free game. Why wouldn't you download it to start with, in my opinion? But there's plenty to get excited about. It really is an engaging experience.
100 yards.
While not as, to me, I prefer the more strict, hardcore Forza main series as
Turn right.
to games like this, where it feels more like a cartoon, or not necessarily cartoony, but less serious and more emphasis on showing off. But it's definitely worth picking up. I mean, if you're already an Xbox Live Gold member,
400 yards.
it's completely free. It's backwards compatible on your Xbox One as well as being playable on your Xbox 360.
Turn right.
And this is where I'm going to cut it off. And as always, guys, I want to thank you for the support. Thank you to my 38 subscribers. I never thought I'd actually see this day. I'm not gonna lie, anything over 8 subscribers is a complete shock and leaves me in awe. But I'm always welcome to more. Please like, comment, and smash that subscribe button for more epic game reviews.
You have